if The Final Girls was a video game? Genre choices and platforms. Imagine being trapped in a cheesy 1980s slasher movie with only meta-knowledge, friendship, and the final girl's will to survive. That's the basic setup of The Final Girls, the cult comedy horror film from 2015. Now imagine that setup as an interactive experience, terrifying, hilarious, and heartbreakingly heartfelt. If The Final Girls were adapted into a video game, it could be one of the most unique horror experiences out there. Let's break down what such a game could look like, what genre it would fall into, and what platforms would thrive on. Genre choices: a slasher movie game that knows it's a game. Number 1, narrative-driven survival horror with comedy layers. At its core, The Final Girls blends emotional storytelling with slasher film tropes. A third-person narrative survival horror format, a la Until Dawn or The Quarry, would be perfect. Dialogue choices, relationship trees, and player decisions could determine who lives and who dies, while parodying the Mary Rose's horror films. Number 2, manual time loop mechanics. The movie's clever twist that being stuck inside a film while recurring loops would make for a great game mechanic. Players could restart loops Groundhog Day style, learning from previous runs to change outcomes. This opens the door for roguelite or puzzle solving elements where choices affect the time progression and character traits. Number 3, interactive slasher parody RPG. Picture a semi-open world Camp Bloodbath with RPG elements. Quests could involve convincing NPCs not to hook up, avoiding horror movie cliches, or movie-trapping cabins like a gory version of Home Alone. Think oxen-free meets Dead by Daylight with a healthy dose of self-awareness. Number 4, co-op multiplayer mode. Just like the ensemble cast in the film, a co-op multiplayer mode could let friends embody characters like Max, Chris, Gertie, Vicky, or even Nancy. Each character could have unique perks, e.g., Gertie getting lore hints, Chris has distraction abilities, and players must work together to survive, manipulate the movie's plot, or escape the loop. Number 5, flashback combat sequences. Since the movie plays with flashbacks, literally transferring characters into the past, this can inspire creative game sequences where the aesthetic and gameplay shift. Flashback could be side-scrolling beat-ups or VHS filtered stealth missions. Platform choices, where could it work best? Number 1, PlayStation and Xbox. PS5, Xbox Series X/X. The narrative-driven and graphically rich elements of this game would thrive on modern consoles. These games are home to other cinematic horror experiences. Until Dawn, the medium, and could fully support the time loop visuals, dynamic environments, and other emotional beats. Number 2, PC, Steam, Epic Games Store. The PC community would eat this up. With mod support, Twitch integrations like matching viewers voting on in-game choices, and potential for community content, The Final Girls would be a strong fit here. The indie game vibe mixed with nostalgic horror would make it a standout hit on PC. Number 3, Nintendo Switch Cloud or Lite version. While the Switch might not handle the most graphically demanding version of the game, a stylized or toned down version could still thrive. Think of a pixel art interpretation of the or more cartoonish visual style with the same core mechanics appealing to fans of quirky horror games like Little Misfortune or Detention. Number 4, streaming platforms like PSC Now, Xbox Cloud, or GeForce Now. Given the game's cinematic roots, The Final Girls could do well on game streaming platforms, making it accessible for casual players who want a movie-like gone wrong experience without needing high-end hardware. Game with heart and blood. What makes The Final Girls unique as a horror film isn't just its skills or its clever setup, it's the emotional core. The mother-daughter relationship between Max and Nancy adds stakes and sincerity where most slashers lack. A game adaptation could lean into that, offering emotionally charged, branching narratives where players face impossible choices between saving a loved one or surviving in the story. And let's not forget the humor. Whether it's Kurt's served in a cheese roll or Tina's banana strip tease, the comedic time is crucial. A game that gets that tone right, funny, scary, and sad at once could be a cult classic in its own right. TLDR, the final game we didn't know we needed. If Final Girls were a video game, it would be a genre-bending horror experience mixing time loops, creepy kills, and heartfelt narrative, with a blend of Until Dawn-style choices, roguelike loops, and blunted player blandness. It could slash its way into gamers' hearts across all major platforms. Someone get Todd Scholzen on the phone. We're ready to cut first screen and enter Camp Bloodbath. Hey there, fantasy and science fiction fans, lovers. If you can't get enough of mystical realms, futuristic worlds, and thrilling adventures, then you come to the right place. By subscribing to Fantasy and Science Fiction at Story Nori, you gain access to an amazing collection of stories that will transport you to realms beyond your imagination. By hitting that subscribe button, you'll never miss out on the latest tales of wizards, time travels, space exploration, and so much more. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the best in fantasy and science fiction storytelling, and we're always adding new and exciting content for you to enjoy. But that's not all. By subscribing, you'll be also becoming part of our incredible community of fellow fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. You'll be first to know about the latest content for the channel that you won't find anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? Join us on this epic journey into the unknown by subscribing to Fantasy and Science Fiction at Story Nori today. Your next thrilling adventure awaits. Right, hit that subscribe button and let the storytelling begin. Thank you for being part of our amazing community. We can't wait to share even more incredible stories with you.